I know you are.
I don't know if you're in town next weekend, but there's an event on Sunday at the Vineyard if you're interested.
I did see it and indicated as much.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'll tell you. Remind me to tell you something.
I will.
Miss Cañas, can you hear us? I'm not sure if you are connected to audio. Alexis Cañas, can you hear us? I'm not sure. Okay, there it goes. And now, Ms. Cañas, if you could unmute. Let's go ahead and, well, let me start. Good morning, this is Judge Elisa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court Criminal Docket for March 23rd, 2023. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, would you call our next case, please?
Because number 2020-0D0-2332, State of Texas versus Alexis Bernice Canas. Announcement of counsel, please.
For the state is ready.
Justin Underwood on behalf of the defendant. We're ready, Judge.
And Mr. Underwood, is that your client? I see an individual, Alexis Cañas. Ms. Cañas?
I believe it is, Judge. I think she's dealt with Mr. White and Mr. Avalar, but I do think that is her.
Ms. Cañas, can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out, but I barely got it.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure because I couldn't tell from my end if you were connected or not. And so Ms. Cañas is appearing remotely as well. Let me ask you, we're set today for a motion to withdraw. Ms. Cañas, have you seen the motion or have you discussed your attorney's withdrawal in your case?
No, I've attempted getting a hold of my attorney, but he never calls me back. So I kind of just gave up.
Let's go ahead then and let me look at some things. I just want to make sure we understand kind of where we are in this case. The trial is set for April 14th, final hearing plea deadline. I do believe it was Mr. Avalar that was here at the last setting and had mentioned the withdrawal. I don't recall previous hearings. So Mr. Underwood, you can proceed on your motion to withdraw.
Yes, Judge. According to Mr. Avalar, there's been quite a disconnect with the communications with the client. She's claiming she can't get a hold of us. That's not the notes that we have. There was notes dated back even in March that she can't come. We asked for proof that she couldn't come. She gave us a printout of something that wasn't her name. And then we did get an email from her. And so based on the content of the email, Mr. Avalar thought it would be in the best interest for all parties for us to file a motion to withdraw. We don't really need to get into the content of the email for purposes of this hearing. And so I just think it's probably best. I reviewed everything and I do think it's probably best that we part ways with Ms. Canas and wish her the very best of luck in the future.
Oh, so you all were appointed. Is that right?
Correct.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Cañas, what's going on?
So, last year on January 28th, I was arrested for this specific case or whatever. And then I got assigned to me. And then I met Derek Wyatt one time in July. And then that was the last time I ever met any attorney. I emailed constantly. I saved every call record like my probation officer told me to. And I only ever got a hold of the girls at like the reception desk, never my attorney. And I recorded every single phone call I've ever made. And I just had no luck. So I was just like, you know what? This is not working. I kind of lost faith and that's it.
Mr. Marufo, can you check on her appearances for her hearings, please? Ms. Cañas, I'm not really understanding. I maybe you don't have a full understanding. I'm not really sure what is causing the disconnect. I want to check on her if she's appeared for her hearings. And the reason I ask is this, because we're at a, kind of late stage. This is probably your first trial setting here in April. but it's obviously a concern if we've gone through hearings going back since, let me see.
Well, and Judge, just for the record, I have an email from Ms. Canas dated the 16th of March that says a whole bunch of stuff, and it doesn't say one thing about not being able to get hold of us. And in fact, it says, and I quote, "I'm telling Mr. Avalar certain things." So I disagree with what she's saying. I just, like I said, I'm not here to have a bunch
I
of
understand.
drama, and that's not what I'm here for.
I understand, Mr. Underwood, but I need, Ms. Ganos, I need you to understand, you are appointed this attorney, and we've gone through hearings. Let's see, your bond hearing was back in February of 2022. We had your arraignment in August. We had a judges conference in October, pretrial 2801s in December. Mr. Marufo, what are you showing? Did she check in for all of these?
On 117, she did not show, Judge. For this week, she did not show. I'm checking 12/8.
I think that's when going up to March, that's why we had set the in-person for the 16th, and that's what precipitated the motion to withdraw, although there may be some other communications that also. Ms. Canes, I'm not sure what the difficulty is with the communication between you and the firm where Mr. Wyatt, Mr. Underwood, and Mr. Avalar are. But
Yes,
I know that they have appeared on your behalf at every one of these hearings. So I'm not sure really where the breakdown is, if they're doing what they need to do in your case. I'm kind of setting aside the fact that we didn't have you checking in this year. That's obviously, are you on a PR bond?
I'm not sure it is.
What is the warrant for? Marissa, are you there?
Yes, Judge, she has 2 warrants out of CCR 4.
Okay, she's got a case in CCR 4. Well,
I can't see all of it, but it says it's a nice eye.
I believe it was for failure to show up for court when she was notified, and our file is documented.
All right. Okay. So, and I guess just looking at that, you all are on that one too, and have the motion to withdraw there as well.
That is correct.
At this point, obviously, I am going to grant motion to withdraw. Ms. Canes, I'm not sure where the understanding is breaking down in terms of you being able to communicate and work through your case with your attorney. I'll tell you, you lost a very good attorney, a set of attorneys on your case on this motion to withdraw. And it is not my practice to how can I say, reward you for not doing your end in terms of working with an attorney.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not going to put this on Mr. Underwood or Mr. Wyatt or Mr. Avalar. I'm going to let them out, and I am going to appoint the public defender's office. Mr. Huffman, I believe, happens to be in the court today, so we'll get that order appointing the public defender's office. And I'm going to set this for the final judges conference in 1 week, because I'm not changing the trial date. Ms. Elizalde, let me know a few things. The rec in this case?
4 years.
I'm sorry?
4 years with adult probation. Under 2, and restitution.
I'm sorry, did you say deferred or straight?
Great, Judge.
Okay. Okay.
Judge, could I just get some contact information from Ms. Canes, or maybe I can give her mine and she can call me?
Sure. Go ahead.
Can you write this number down, Ms. Canes?
Give me a second.
Judge, do you still need me?
I don't. If we have an order on your motion to withdraw, send it. If we have it, I'll sign it. If not, I'll just ask you for that. Okay.
No worries, Judge. If it's not, I'll walk up to the front and have staff send it over right now.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Okay. What's the number?
229
229
2005.
2005.
Please text me your name and your I guess your email address or something.
Okay, and that's 915, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
915-229-2005.
Yes, ma'am. And please shoot me a text. as
Okay.
possible. Thank you.
Mr.
Judge.
Huffman, we'll be reset for 1 week via Zoom. Please inform your client or make sure she understands how to check in, because right now I have two, obviously she's here today. And then the jury trial is early April. I don't know, and I failed to ask Mr. Underwood if there was anything outstanding. I mean, it's a theft case. I'm not really sure if there would be, but maybe you can get up to speed next week and then we'll go from there, see what we're looking at.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Canas.
Thank you.
Next.
Staying on page 7, Judge,
Mhm.
in cause number 2022-0D04544, State of Texas versus Norma Aguilar Belman. Announcement of counsel, please.
Your
Yeah.
Honor, this is the interpreter speaking. I believe I was requested for this case, but I am not entirely sure.
It is.
Okay, Eliana Elizalde for the state is ready.
Okay, Eliana Elizalde para la Fiscalía lista.
Oh, hold on. Can we do this with the interpreter function?
We
please?
can, Your Honor.
Thank you.
If you, hi, Your Honor. If I may I give a few brief instructions to Ms. Norma Belman?
Ajá.
Thank you. Señora Norma Belman, si me escucha, puede prender su micrófono.
Sí, sí escucho.
Perfecto. ¿Está familiarizada, señora, con la función de interpretación ahí en su teléfono?
Sí, no.
No, entonces ahí al oprimir su pantalla le aparecerán varios botones. Uno de los botones dice more o dice más, ahí dependiendo del idioma. ¿Sí le aparece ese botón?
Permítame.
En
No me
ocasiones es un botón con 3 puntitos, ¿no le aparece ese?
Ok, listo.
Ok, en un momento tendrá que seleccionar ese botón y después seleccionar la palabra que dice interpretación o que dice interpretation, dependiendo del idioma, y luego español, y al último presionar el botón que dice finalizar o que dice done.
Ok,
Y debe tomar esos pasos.
en los 3 puntos me está apareciendo chat, configuración de reunión, levantar la mano y desconectar audio.
Y en un minuto le aparecerá una función adicional, un botón adicional que dice interpretación.
Sí, está.
Perfecto, señora. Y ya le voy a decir a la jueza que prenda la función para que se esté al tanto y para que tome esos pasos, ¿ok?
Sí.
Gracias. Okay, Your Honor, you can turn the function on now and everybody.
Got it. Thank you. Got it. Mhm.
Listo. Sí, sí escucho. Sí.
Good. Thank you. Go ahead.
In cause number 2022-0D04544, State of Texas versus Norma Aguilar Belman. Announcement of counsel, please.
Eliana Elizalde for the state is ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Rosales on behalf of Ms. Bellman. We are also ready.
Good morning, and Ms. Bellman is appearing remotely as well, utilizing the assistance of a court interpreter, Mr. Enrique Portugal. We are scheduled this morning for an admonishment hearing, Mr. Rosales, so your client is aware. I received, I think at the end of February, a violation notice from PR that there had been multiple skips on her monitor. And I think also in that report, unless it was in an update, there was something, I mean, she had communicated with PR. So I mean, that's the only thing is the issue on the monitor that either she was, let me see what they put in there. It was something of the effect that she knew, she thought she was testing at the right time, but wasn't, but it's something in the range of either 16, I just got away from the summary, let's go back. Okay, so you had a total of 17 skips on the first. When I checked with PR, that being her only issue, I just set it for an admonishment, and then with the update today, now we have 28 skips from February to present. So I want to get to the heart of what is going on, and I don't really have an explanation as to why she's not testing.
I don't have an explanation as to skips. I discussed, because I didn't know what the violation was. We spoke yesterday afternoon. She did say that she brought it to PR's attention that the machine was not functioning properly. She has, I think, and we can ask her in a minute, she went in and got the device exchanged, did that. They called her in to have, I think some kind of test. I don't know if it was a breathalyzer or a urine test, but she did that, submitted herself to that promptly when asked. So I think she's trying her best to make sure she's complying.
So we changed out the machine already, Mr. Rosales? If that
I believe she did change it out, or she at least had it checked.
serviced? Okay.
Judge, if I may add,
Ms. Bellman, you're here because the PR bond office is telling me that we're having some issues on the monitor, but it was also indicated to me that you were otherwise compliant and had been in communication with PR. So clearly I did not want to pull her bond, Mr. Rosales, when, you know, she was making an earnest effort if there was an issue there. Of course, because of the nature of the offense, you know, it's DWI with a child. It's not like her third or fourth. It's still a concern, Ms. Bellman, that I very much am looking at, of course, all the conditions of your bond, but especially the monitor. So what I'm going to do is, now that she has, Ms. Bellman, do you have a new monitor, or did they just service it, try and fix it? What did they do with your monitor?
El monitor me lo checan cada mes. Ya van 3 veces que me cambian de monitor. Les dije, me dijeron que tengo que fijarme bien en la señal porque trabajo en área de chaparral y se va mucho la señal. Pero cada que falla el monitor, voy y me lo cambian. No me lo han dejado, me lo están cambiando constantemente porque sí hay muchas fallas en los monitores. No, cuando me dijo el oficial que no estaba soplando a las horas, pues fui rápido para allá. Y van 3 veces que me cambian el monitor.
Judge, if I may add, she is.
So you've had 3 different monitors?
Can you hear me?
Ms. Gallegos?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I can hear her.
I can't, well, because I mute original audio, so I don't hear too many. Ms. Gallegos, are you on the English channel? So if you go down and on the functions at the bottom of the screen, it says interpretation, or there should be something where you can select English.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Gallegos, who are you? Where are you from? PR?
PR bond, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I saw you on the screen, but I didn't realize you were speaking. Go ahead.
So she did take her device to get looked at, but that was prior to her having the 28 skips.
Okay.
So she is testing in some at the times, but she's an hour and 30 minutes late. So if there's some tests where she is the test is from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Es que tengo a mi hija en el hospital y me vine al baño a atender la
I can
llamada.
hear you.
Pero déjeme salgo de aquí a un pasillo porque estoy en el hospital.
Okay. Ms. Bellman, please get in a place where everybody can hear. The interpreter is obviously going to be giving us anything that you say that is taken down for the record. Now, Ms. Gallegos, I had trouble hearing your audio. It seemed to have cut off at the end.
Okay, sorry. So, can you hear me now?
I can. Mhm.
So in some tests, she is testing an hour and 30 minutes late. There are some where it's from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's a testing window. And she's testing until 9:15 or 9:45. So she is testing late. She's not testing within the time frames.
Is there anything, Ms. Gallegos, I guess technically I heard Ms. Bellman mention something about she's in Chaparral or something like that. Anything that would be, I guess, technically making her test delayed, or is it simply that she's not testing within the window?
She's not testing within the windows because in some of the tests, they have GPS on it and the address comes out. And one of them is in El Paso, Texas, and it's a missed test.
Mr. Rosales, so we haven't swapped out the monitor, right? It has never been swapped out for a new monitor. We've always been on the same one.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Ms. Gallegos.
Oh, I'm not sure if she swapped it. She just told me she had it serviced, so I'm guessing she didn't swap it.
No, that's a guess. I don't know.
Sí tengo un cambio de
Let me go
aparato.
look at the, Marissa, do you have the bond? Hold on, Ms. Bellman. Do you have the bond? Can you email me the bond order, Marissa?
Yes, Your Honor. It's a JMAG bond from Judge Granberg, but I'll email it to you.
Please. Oh, yeah. Mr. Rosales, do you have anything? What's your suggestion?
Well, I think just the mere fact that she is corresponding well with PR, abiding by all of the conditions, and she is in contact with the company, to make sure that it's working properly. I think she's showing, at least her attempts to comply with this. And the court is well aware of, the little glitches these machines have. So, I think, I don't know what else we can do other than maybe modify it a little bit or have her test at different times. I don't know how to make it work, to be perfectly honest. I don't know the science of the machine. Excuse me, well enough. But I think she's trying to.
No, I think my feeling is that she's got a window from 5 to 8 and she's not taking these windows seriously. If she was going on there at 5 o'clock, it gives her 3 hours to, I guess, a 3-hour window.
May I ask a question? Is it that she can do it whenever she wants to between 5 and 8? Or is she like dinged to do it between 5 and 8? I don't know how it works.
So she has to test 4 times a day, from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and then 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. is the last testing window. So she has to test in between those testing windows. And there's some where she's testing like from 8 a.m. to 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. She did not test until 10:35 a.m. So she's testing late.
That wasn't my question. My question was, is it on her to initiate the test, or does the machine notify her?
The machine notifies her. Yeah, the machine notifies her.
Oh, okay. Well, so then, right, so if she's not getting the notification to do it, then, I see what you're saying, Judge, but I think that's the problem. She's getting notified maybe improperly. And she's
Does your documentation, Ms. Gallegos, when you look at the monitor reports, when the monitor notifies her?
No, it doesn't tell me when it notifies her, but on the report, they how do I say it? They put the machine as to what time they're supposed to test, and it beeps every time a test is supposed to be submitted. So they've already have the machine with the testing times.
What are her windows? I'm sorry, 5 to 8?
5 a.m. to 8 a.m. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and 10 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Ms. Bellman, you're aware of that, right?
Sí, señora juez, la máquina no está haciendo una notificación, pero yo soy consciente de mis horarios. Me levanto, soplo,
Well,
me
if
voy
you
al
know your-
trabajo y soplo.
Ms. Bellman, if you know your schedule, then irrespective of it, whether that machine notifies you or not, you're supposed to test. So I'm not understanding why we have the late test. Mr. Rosales, as we're sitting here,
Can you test without being notified? I don't even know if that's possible.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so she can just do it on her own without the notification?
see, I'm not even thinking that it's not notifying her. I mean, here, she's not testing on time. And what brings me more concern is that now I see, I think just yesterday she picked up, she didn't have a valid driver's license, right?
She doesn't have a license. She didn't provide me with one.
And she picked up 4 tickets for driving without a license. Let me see.
Son de años pasados.
Marissa, will you send me the tickets? I think we have a lot of issues here, and really this isn't, you know, I'm not necessarily going to say I have the worst concerns, Mr. Rosales, but I don't know that I like what I'm hearing from your client or what I'm seeing in terms of her willingness to be compliant. This stuff about, you know, well, the monitor is not notifying me. I mean, when you're told you have to test, Ms. Bellman, that means you test. And when you're not testing, you're not in compliance with your PR bond.
Judge, I'll have a long conversation. I'll call her Ms. Bellman in a minute. I'll straighten out that, you know what, irrespective of getting a notification or not, she's got her schedule and it's on her to do it. I mean, I'll explain that to her right now. I've had no problems with Ms. Bellman communicating with her, anything whatsoever. So I'm sure.
I think that's what needs to happen, Mr. Rosales. Like I said, when I saw this, if I really thought it was huge red flags, I would have just signed the violation notice. And so I think we need to have an understanding. I am going to ask that she be present at the next setting, which is on, oh gosh, we're already set for March 28th. I just assume, Mr. Rosales, if you're good, you have a 2801 and status conference both set on March 28th, so in 5 days. I'm perfectly happy if you're prepared to handle those today with Ms. Elizalde to do that, so you don't have to come back in 5 days on this case.
Well, I don't have any 2801 motions to answer your question on that. So I can appear via Zoom with respect only to whether or not we have a deal or not. But I can tell you now, I don't have any motions.
Okay, so
Your
do you
Honor.
want to keep that March 28th, Sunny? Give me a second.
I don't think it would be a bad idea.
Okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. I just saw they were so close together. Yes, Marissa.
Your Honor, I'm sorry about that. The tickets weren't from yesterday. I think they're from last year, but she went to court on the 10th of this year, on March 10th. And I guess they just reopened them, so they're showing us this year, but they were
Okay,
issued
so
last
they're
year. My
not here.
apologies, Your Honor.
No worries, no worries. Okay, that got me worried.
I'm there too.
Well, yeah, I know. It's all right. Then come back on the 28th, talk to your client. I'm going to ask that Ms. Bellman be here. I will want to see you all on that day. Okay.
So the 28th is in person.
No, it's a Zoom. It's a Zoom here.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
All right. We're
Ms.
going to leave
Bellman
it
is
right
on.
there. And Mr. Rosales, that notice is staying where it is. It's not going anywhere yet.
Okay.
Thank
you all
you.
very much.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ms. Gallegos, thank you very
Yes.
much as well.
Thank you, Judge.
You may, I think so. Mr. Marufo, can he go?
Yes, Judge, that's the only one I had.
Okay, let's go to the next case.
Thank you, Judge. Nice seeing you, Mr. Marufo.
Nice seeing you, Mr. Portugal. We have an add-on, Judge, from Tuesday. In cause number 2022-0D02354 and 2022-0D02077, State of Texas versus Carlos Fernando Romero, Announcement of council, please.
Judge, but sorry, before we get on to with this, I'm in the 171st. Can I take, I'm being called right now. Can I,
Do your thing.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just stop right there so we have a motion for continuance. Okay. Okay. Oh, so that's the one, Miss Elizalde, the 346?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we'll come back to him. All right, who's next?
Staying on page 7, Judge, bottom of page 7.
Mhm.
In cause number 2020-0D01521, State of Texas versus Danny Gonzalez. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde for the state is ready.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Danny Gonzalez, we are ready.
Right. Is Mr. Gonzalez here by any chance? Did he check in?
He's in jail, Judge.
He is? Oh, okay. I was looking at the emails, not Odyssey. Okay. So he didn't make it to his appointments. So we did have the bench warrant. That's why he's in custody. Is that what's going on? Sorry, I'm looking at emails. I'm not looking at Odyssey. Let me get to his case on Odyssey.
He's being held on the motion to revoke.
Okie dokie. No. Thomas. There it is. Okay. Motion to revoke filed March 9th. Okay. Now go back to the report. Carla, you want to give me some update while I look for your case summary, please?
Your Honor, Mr. Gonzalez has been in custody for the past, I believe it's earlier March of this year. I believe it was March 3rd. There was a bench warrant that was requested, Your Honor, back in November. I believe it was November, due to an email that was sent to the court regarding non-compliance with EHN. He was in attending TAP as well. There was prior to that, Your Honor, there was a history of Mr. Gonzalez not providing drug testing as instructed by his probation officer. Fast forward to October 15, 2022, Mr. Gonzalez did test positive for meth. He was referred again to TAP. He was scheduled for an appointment that he failed to attend that appointment as well. There is no, I believe, family violence.
Yeah, okay. No.
Yeah, he didn't attend family violence counseling as well. Sorry, Judge, sorry. I'm going back and forth.
It's okay. Have we had a conversation about Mr. Gonzalez before, other than all the violations? Like, have we talked about time?
No, Your Honor, I believe this is the first hearing since he's only been in custody since earlier this month. And then prior to that, he didn't report anymore since the bench warrant was active. He didn't report December 2022 through February 2022.
Okay.
But he was aware of the active bench warrant at the time, and then the motion to revoke was filed on March 9th.
So much non-compliance. What's the rec, Miss Elizalde?
The rec, Judge, is 2 TDC.
What do you have, Mr. Huffman? I'm at 2 TDC just fine.
Well, Judge, it's my understanding that he was reporting 3 times a month. And also working a lot. He lives with his mom and he helps with the rent and the bills. And he was working 12 hours a day. I mean, just working nonstop. After the way it was explained to me, Judge, was the Mr. Gonzalez is obese. He's almost 300 pounds. And his uncle got him some diet pills called Axion from Juarez. And apparently it had some kind of amphetamines in it. But he definitely denies any meth use. He's been on probation for a couple of years now, and they've never had any issues with meth. He's never had any.
Well, he doesn't test. He never shows up to get tested.
Well, I don't know that he's had okay, Miss Guerra was his PO for a while. And this issue came up with Miss Guerra, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if she stopped working for the probation department or what, but according to Mr. Gonzalez, he tried calling, he tried sending emails, and then he was reporting. After that, and I think it was an October drug test. After that, he was still communicating with the supervisor and whoever else was on duty at that time through email and phone calls. He did know that he had this warrant, Judge, but he didn't want he wasn't ready to turn himself in because he didn't have his mom couldn't afford the rent. So he didn't want her to lose the house, and Judge, he does have 2 kids. I think he stopped. I think Takumi stopped seeing him because of the warrant. I think they basically told him stop coming, but he wants to get back on. According to him, he for the past week or so, the jail has basically not given him any medications, and you know that he's not sure why he's not getting medications, but Judge, he's the way he explained it to me, Judge, is he's just so overwhelmed, so busy that he's just trying to make it. But I explained to him, look, I mean, this has to be your first priority. And I think he understands that, Judge, but I don't think this is like I don't know what's going on with this dirty UA, but I think the other stuff, the non-compliance was, I mean, I think he still has time to do his family violence counseling. He was reporting often, but obviously, I mean, there probably is some problems there, but I think a lot of it has to do with like, okay, well, who is his probation officer? Who does he need to report to? Because he was getting these emails to report on teams, and that just stopped.
Ms. Pineda, he was placed on probation in February of 2021. Can you tell me about his performance between February 2021 and then I guess early 2022 when we start seeing all these issues?
Your Honor, so he was to be screened for MHI caseload, and he was modified. I was noticing that he was modified fairly early into his term. He was modified. He is currently under Ms. Lucenda Guerra's probation, and the reporting, I don't see major issues in 2021. There's referrals. He's attending EHN. There's referrals for TAP. He was reporting, and then it was until, I guess, the issues did start possibly
May of 2022.
2022. He stopped showing up as instructed for the drug testing. At that time, the only issue, Judge, prior to that, when in May in 2022 was, he had been told about family violence counseling twice, given referrals for that class, nothing. Community service, nothing. But he was attending EHN and getting medication. I do have a notation on the summary where May 2022, that's when, according to this, Mr. Gonzalez, along with his doctor at EHN, decided to discontinue the monthly injection he was receiving and moved to the oral medication. Mr. Gonzalez expressed concerns regarding long-term side effects. And then that's May, that's when he starts failing monthly, more or less monthly, to fail to provide drug testing. October, that drug test comes on, he's referred again to TAP. He's referred, he misses appointment. And then I don't know, Judge, if you see on the summary on November 10th, there was a phone call that he wouldn't disclose. He felt he was being followed, but he wouldn't disclose any information to Ms. Vallejo, who is the supervisor at the office where Ms. Guerra is at. And basically, yes, that's when he stopped reporting, when he had the bench warrant active.
Let me ask, between when he started and he was referred on the mental health concerns, you know, they changed his meds, I guess, in May of 2022. Had he been on that shot, I mean, basically since he had started probation? I mean, that's kind of notable to me that they tweaked his meds, and I'm not really understanding. It says Mr. Gonzalez, along with the EHN doctor, decided to discontinue. I gotta imagine that, you know, I don't know. I'm assuming, I guess the doctor made an assessment that the oral medication was an acceptable substitute.
Yes.
But I don't know. I don't know if, the recommendation is for an admonishment, re-referred to EHN Takumi and OSAR. That's not gonna work. What other options do we have that are a little more structured that can address what I think is the mental health of being a significant portion of his issue?
Your Honor, probation-wise, he is currently under the MHI caseload already in special programs, reporting, you know, the good 2-3 times, required to report 2 to 3 times a month, working directly with EHN and doctors and all that, but
yeah, but we've gone that route. That's what he was on, right?
correct.
And he didn't comply. No, I'm at 2 TDC. So we'll set a pre-revel in 30 days. And 2 weeks after that, we'll do our revel. We need to come back sooner, Mr. Huffman, let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, who's next?
The add-on, Judge, in cause number 2022-0D02354 and 2022-0D02077, State of Texas versus Carlos Fernando Romero. Announcement of counsel, please.
Eliana Elizalde for the state. State is ready.
Christopher Anchon, on behalf of Mr. Romero, we are ready, Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Anchondo.
Sorry about that.
No worries. I was looking at a motion for continuance. So we handled this one on Tuesday, and this
We
is the
did,
one.
Judge.
Are you going to trial tomorrow?
I am going to trial tomorrow.
Oh.
I know it's a 2018 case, and it just needs to get done. But I think we reset it because we were going to double check to see if there was in fact a video that needed to be added on this aggravated assault with a deadly weapon case.
All right. Thank you for remembering, Ms. Elizalde.
I sent out the request, but I haven't received a response yet.
Okay, so obviously your motion for continuance is granted, but what I need to know, your client's in custody. Oh man, I can't see the dates here. Is what kind of turnaround time? I mean, I think the video is gonna mean something. What I mean by that is I can't set you in 2 weeks.
Right, Judge.
So
I would want to see two things. Is the other charge of the burglary that he has, not the aggravated assaults, but the burglary hab,
mhm.
is that the older case or is that the younger case?
Bear with me because I'm looking for something else and my Odyssey is super slow. Let me see. Let's see.
Let's see, this is a 2350.
2077 is the robbery, Mandel attempt, and burglary hab.
Okay.
And then let me go to
Yeah, and then this is the 2354.
is the ag assault. Okay.
Well, it seems like the other one is older.
517, and what's the date on the other one?
524.
524. Okay, no, then this one's.
Yeah, the ag assault is the older one. Thank you.
So let me converse with him after this video, because ultimately I think there's going to be a plea. I don't know if we can drop it lower than 10 here. I'm hopeful we can, considering that he's, well, I mean, he's a player, but he's not the main player in it. And so maybe we can do something on that. I'll talk with Miss Elizalde about that. But I think that video is something that I'll need to have to be able to really get into him about it with it.
For sure.
I'll follow up on the video, and then when you're done with your trial, maybe we can have a phone conversation and go from there.
That would work perfectly.
Mr. Anchondo, I'm probably looking at, I was trying to find you a close, something close since your client's in custody, but we're probably talking August, maybe late July, if I can find something here. Let me see. Special setting. Okay, I'm going to put you there. I'm going to put him on July 28th. Because if you're thinking maybe things all go well and it's workoutable, at least I have you a date that's somewhat close. I just can't
Judge.
do it sooner.
And if it's something that Miss Elizalde and I myself can come up with, then maybe we can even finish it well before then.
Yes. Okay, so July 25th will be your final hearing plea deadline. July 28th, your jury trial. I am going to put it, excuse me, for June 22nd for a final judges.
Very good, Judge.
Okay, so we can check on whatever outstanding stuff is still there.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank
Good
you,
luck on
Judge.
your trial.
Thank you. It would be excused.
You may. Bye-bye. Who's next?
Staying on page 7, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2020-0D04177, State of Texas versus Rose Marie Campos. Announcement of counsel, please.
And for the state,
Cesar Lozano on behalf of Ms. Campos, ready to proceed, Your Honor?
Is Ms. Campos here?
No, Your Honor. We have not been able to locate her since July of 2021.
Canijo. Hold on a second. Okay. Let's see, calendar. I see. So we've gone well past. Wow, has this just been outstanding? Is really the last setting 2021 status conference and final hearing plea deadline? Is that right? Wow. Motion is granted. We'll inactivate this one, Becky. She's outstanding. Don't know where she is. Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you.
May be excused.
You may. Next. That's
Top of page 8, Judge.
Mhm.
Let me bring Mr. Burt's on.
Hey, Mr. Hernandez.
Because
Good
number
morning, Your Honor.
Oh, be careful, Mr. Hernandez.
I'm stopped. I just stopped, but I'm stopped.
Go ahead.
because number 2018-0D03681, State of Texas versus Kevin Eugene Birdsong. Announcement of council, please.
And Leonel Elizalde for the state. State is ready.
Pedro Hernandez on behalf of Kevin Eugene Birdsong, ready to proceed, Your Honor?
Looks like Mr. Birdsong is multitasking. He's still connecting to audio, so I'm waiting to see if he will connect. Has everything been non-eventful? I'll ask you that, Mr. Hernandez. No
As
issues.
far as I understand, yes, Your Honor. And
Okay.
actually, I think somebody told him that they thought he timed out of probation already. So we could just check that because he was on a 5-year from 2018.
So he started February 7th, 2019. He ends
2019.
February 6th, 2024. It looks like he is no longer making the request to transfer and we're just waiting on the completion of BIP. He's been compliant. He's moving along. You know, I just was concerned because I know he had concerns about remaining here in El Paso because of the other party. But if things have been all quiet and we can get through this BIP, I feel like we'll be good to go.
Okay, I'll if he doesn't come on right now, Your Honor, I did speak to him yesterday. I'll speak to him about finishing BIP, and then maybe we'll do a motion to early terminate, Your Honor.
And then I see a request about wanting to go move with his sister in Cleveland, Texas. I'm not sure how immediate that is. Quite honestly, the way I see it, as soon as I know he's done with BIP, I want to review this. In other words, let's just move on. Okay. So
Yes,
do we
Your Honor.
have an update, Carla, on how many is this 15 is the most recent? 15
For
out of 15 out of
Yes, Your Honor, that is, I know I did want to confirm that for sure with his officer, Mr. Bruce, but as per the report, it's 15 out of 24 classes that he's attended.
That's great.
He's a little more, he's getting closer to 24.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, I'm not sure, but do they charge him for every class? Is that how it works or yes? Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much is it per class?
It just depends where he's attending, Your Honor. Let me check. It just depends on the provider, but usually, if I recall correctly, it was $40 to $60 a class, something. BIP is pricey.
Yeah,
That's
Mr.
fair enough.
Birdsong, in case you were not able to hear, I have expressed to your attorney that I basically see a very good report here from probation and that you've moved along quite well on BIP, that you only have probably less than 10, if not, looks like 9, maybe even less sessions. I know they cost money, so it's not like you can just, you know, hop on there every day. But as soon as you complete BIP, I have asked probation and your attorney to notify me. I also see your request about possibly transferring to Cleveland, Texas. But honestly, you may be done with BIP before even any of that can get started. So I am tracking your case. If we're well, Mr. Hernandez, as I mentioned, I definitely want to review this because we're close to his term date. Okay. All right.
Yes. Okay.
Anything else?
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am. Uh-oh.
I was able to find a report. No, it's okay. I believe this provider that he's going with, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's $25 per session.
Okay. Maybe a little easier. All right. Okay. Honestly, I'm not asking to see you all back. So I don't know if there's future settings. Let me see. Anyone? Is there a future setting?
No, Your
Not
Honor,
that I
there
need.
isn't.
Thank you. Okay, so I don't need to see him back, Mr. Hernandez. If you'll just
Yes,
kind of
Your
stay on top of it and let us know.
Yes, Your Honor. As soon as he finishes BIP, we'll let you know.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mr.
Am I
Birdsong.
excused, Your Honor?
You are. Be careful.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's next?
Judge, I have the law office of Mr. Ruben Ortiz. We do have a plea hearing this morning at 10:15 with him in person.
And he's in trial still?
He's in trial, Judge.
Okay. Yes, so as, yeah, I just left it on in the event that, I don't know, something crazy happened in his trial and he was gonna become available. Who is his client?
The Pink J Judge Loera, Vanessa Loera.
Oh, that's the county attorney, Judge.
I'm sorry,
That is being handled by the county attorney.
were they here?
Yes, Ms. Casas is here in the lobby,
Oh, bring her.
out here. in the court.
Oh, she's here. Okay. So where is his, not where, like what court, like what stage are they closing? Like, can I set him for Tuesday?
You can set up for Tuesday, Judge. I know when I spoke to Lily, she told me it's still gonna be all day. It's getting really intense in there. So they're gonna get it till 5.
Let's do 11 a.m. on Tuesday. Kind of with the idea that we could possibly do it at like 1:30 or 2. If he's done, he's waiting on a jury and he can run up here and do a plea, but I don't know how you coordinate your client. For now, we'll set it for 11 and we'll let county attorneys know.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.